Welcome everyone to another episode of Amplify, where we like to highlight and spotlight fancy people like my friend Mark Teta. Mark,
Hey, D.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome.
And we are at FAMP. I
Mhm.
know by the time this airs, it's going to be past, but we met up at FAMP. And Mark, how's it been so far here?
Good. It's been an excellent conference, seeing lots of people and, making great connections and networking. So it's been an awesome conference so far.
And Mark is with Certified Credit. Hey, y'all. And I have to tell them the little backstory about us, please.
Go ahead. Yep,
Okay.
no problem.
Okay. So Mark and Certified Credit have a very, very special place in my heart because they were my first paid client for Taco Tuesday. So when I started all of Taco Tuesday, Mark and Certified Credit were like, hey, we would like to promote us on your platform and we'll pay you. And you helped me jumpstart all of that. And here I am 6 years later and I get paid to eat tacos.
Yeah,
So thank
that's
you,
right.
Mark.
You're welcome. And she is doing a phenomenal job, as you guys see her post with interviews and Taco Tuesdays. She's amazing.
Thank
So
you.
I'm super excited to have her as a friend.
We're always here. We're always here. So now there have been changes. I definitely wanted Mark to come on because credit, right? Credit is one of those things, whether here at FAM or at a lot of conferences, it's a very hot topic.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the different platforms, some changes that are happening because Mark is a subject matter expert.
Right.
Take it away, Mark.
Yeah, no problem. And super excited. So yeah, I mean, just with the new industry announcement of accepting the Vantage score, there's a pilot program going on to try to bring in the new Vantage score and the new FICO 10T scores into the industry, hopefully in an effort to qualify more borrowers. I'm going to use a corny kind of tagline that everyone's credit profile is like a snowflake. So it's very different.
Yes.
And so these different score models, I really think are going to be helpful in approving more borrowers that have a different profile that maybe the old traditional classic FICO score may not, provide the score that the borrower or the broker is looking for to get qualified.
Okay.
So with Vantage coming into the picture and with FICO 10T, and again, this is just my opinions. These are more of a mesh of the consumer credit profile along with the mortgage credit profile and providing these attributes and algorithms to hopefully score some of the, folks that don't have a lot of trade lines or possibly have some, issues with their credit profile that's going to score higher on one versus the other.
Okay, so there will be a difference for those that don't have trade lines.
Right.
So it could be a benefit for them.
Absolutely, for sure. Most definitely. So we're super excited that the industry, the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are bringing and adopting these new models. Again, in an effort to qualify more borrowers that may not qualify under the traditional scores that we've been using for the past, 25, 30 plus years.
And this is a major change within the credit space, am I right?
Yes, absolutely. So it's been very challenging, as I'm sure, for the GSEs to accept these new models.
Yeah.
You have to really look at the whole line of things with, the sellers, the servicers, the aggregators, the people that take on risk that have based their, their business models on these old traditional credit scores.
Okay.
Now they're having to reassess the risk based on something completely different. And so can you imagine the challenges that they're facing to bring that into the market?
I'm sure it's a proceed with caution from their end.
Right. Yeah. So lots of testing has been going on for several years. And now, again, this year they came out with the pilot program with 21 of the major lenders in the industry that are accepting the Vantage score. We're here at the FAMP, the Florida Association of Mortgage Professionals conference. So it's mostly been on the broker side. The big lenders like the UWMs and, PennyMac and New Res, that kind of thing. So they're accepting these Vantage scores from these brokers right now, and they're underwriting and closing files with a whole different score model than what we've been used to
for the last several decades, too.
Yep, absolutely.
So I can see from a borrower perspective how this could be huge and can give more borrowers into the homeownership space, which is what we represent and what we want. However, on the flip side, servicers and the people that have been taking all that risk on,
right?
I know that they're probably They're nervous.
Sure they are.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's, we've been doing things the same way for so many years. And now all of a sudden, we're assessing this risk when they take on these loans with a whole new borrower profile. It's going to be interesting. They've been testing for many years, so they do have a lot of data. And, again, the pilot was the first step. And I'm hoping that next year, we're going to be accepting credit files with either the classic FICO, the Vantage, or the FICO 10T score. And again, hopefully qualifying a lot more borrowers that did not qualify under the old traditional models. So.
Yeah. It's big news, you guys. So if you're not familiar with the credit space and want to know more about it, definitely reach out to Mark.
Please.
How long have you been with Certified Credit?
So I'm celebrating my 26th year with Certified Credit. Shout out to Lucy, the owner, and my amazing customer service and technical support teams that have supported me and my partners and clients for all these years. We have the absolute best customer service and back office in the industry, hands down.
And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to add on to what Mark just said, right? Because Mark and we have a very similar style in how we operate and move within our companies. So Mark is old school like I am. So him and I are both writers. Like to this day, I'm very much a note taker. I like to write. I journal. That's my thing. He is still old school like that as well.
Yeah.
Don't misunderstand. We can definitely calendar things and send invites, all that good stuff.
Right.
But for whatever reason, we just like to retain the information when we write.
Yes.
But one thing about Mark, and I stand on this, Mark is just like me, is he understands the power of relationships. He's been in it again for a long time. He understands that it's just not a transaction, one-time kind of thing. He understands the power of relationships. And when we enter these spaces, people know who Mark is, and they may not even use him.
Right.
But they talk so highly of him. And they're like, yeah, I know Mark. And that's how you want to be.
Right.
You understand the importance of a relationship, that it may not work out or be beneficial at this time, but you never know where another year, 2 years where it'll be, and then it'll circle back. But he is a big relationshiper.
Yeah.
And I just made up word, a relationshiper. But just like myself, because we both have built our businesses, our book of business, our clients, because of the God-given talent to relationships.
Right. And that's, that it may not be a yes today to partner with somebody, but that just means that they want me to come back and ask them again down the road. And that opportunity may present itself. So it's important for us to be here at conferences supporting the FAMP, the MBA of Florida, the MBA, and just like Delilah said, it's all about relationships. I'm in the business 33 years. I've been with Certified for 26 years, and I have clients that I've had since I started in the business today. And that just means the world to me. I've seen them, raise their kids and be successful in business and retire now at this point kind of thing. So, so Certified Credit just promotes the whole, relationship type scenario. And, that's the reason why I love being here. And again, my team is just unbelievable. So.
Well, again, I encourage you to connect with Mark, connect with Certified Credit, learn more about them. And with that, thank you for watching another episode of Amplify, where we highlight, spotlight fancy people who have been in the industry forever. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Dee.
Bye.